Mm. Dun dun dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 bow. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Boo do 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 do. Bah. Do 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 do. Boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom boom. Hello, my fellow peoples. How's things going? You're all like coming on, and I love you guys for it, man. You guys are fucking rocking, man. I'm just like rocking it in this world, trying my best. Imagine how like fucking crazy everything is, and I'm like all by myself and being a fucking superwoman and like calling this place and calling this place and like fuck me, like so much fucking things to do. And like I'm fucking sick and I'm already fucking exhausted. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, I gotta wait tomorrow to get that bail posted, cause okay, so here's the stipulations. Okay, so it's 10% of 5,000, so that's 500. I have the 500 G's right here, so I got the $500 to post him. The only thing is, the person who posts the bail needs to have a fucking job. So I gotta wait, because it's not gonna be me posting the bail, it's gonna be the G-Man. So one step at a time. Fuck. Okay, so we're gonna do that. But that's good, because like G-Man could have like his time talking to Jason and like have him figure out how to do this stuff, because like G-Man had to go through this stuff too. You know, he had anger issues too and rage issues too, and got in trouble for that shit before. So like he can handle this shit like a little bit more than me, man. But like I gotta wait, and I don't want to wait, but I gotta wait. So I'm gonna be patient, and I'm gonna wait. But man, I tell you, I am hungry. I need some food. I need food. Look at this. You see this shirt? Look, this is how freaking skinny I've gotten. This is technically Jason's shirt, the Jesus Save shirt. You've seen him in it, but I can fit in it now. So I'm like, holy shit, I can fit in a medium shirt. It fills it out, but still, it's a medium shirt. So, to get him mental help. That's what. To get him put in a facility where it will help him. So, gotta wait. Plus, It was a request from his uncle. That's not my money. That's his uncle's money. He wants me to bail him out. So, whatever. I'm doing it. It's a family thing. We're family. Fuck. Like, people forgot what it means to be in a family anymore. People forgot what it is to support people through their struggles and their mental health problems. Like, seriously, if it wasn't Jason's help support me during my fucking little violent streak, and forgiving me for my little violent streak, I wouldn't be here. So, I owe him one. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna owe him one. No. So, like, I realize what needs to be done when someone goes into, like, this violent, like, brains. It's so interesting, too, when you, like, get into that, like, mindset where you think it's okay to take violence out on others. I know, but it's also on the request of my son, so should I ignore their request to get him help? So, like, they're teenagers, so they get it, they get what's going on, because they had to go through it with their mama. Because I got so angry at the world that I took it out on someone, and it wasn't a good thing that I took it out on someone, but I did. There's been a couple periods in my life where I've been violent, and I needed mercy and grace and understanding with that, because it wasn't really me. It was like my mental attitude. It was me thinking that if I lashed out, if I reacted in such a way, it would take the pain away, it would take the trauma away, and it doesn't. Violence is not the way, guys. So, like, I had to go through therapy for that, to get myself fixed, in my head, for experience that. But, it's very common for people who have my mental illness, borderline personality disorder, that explosive frickin' anger. It's very common with Jason's mental disorder, schizoaffective disorder, especially when you're going through a medication change. So I understand that. I'm looking at things in a totally different way than other people, in a totally different frequency. I'm looking at things in a mature way, man. It's just how I am. I'm gonna do what I feel is right, not what is, like, bad. So, like, things are going to get better. I know that. Things are going to get better, but, like, at the same time, we have this, like, time where we're going to be separated, and we can focus on ourselves and our well-being. And, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on my career on Twitch and just make that fucking money. Just let it roll through. And, hopefully my financial status will, like, improve to a really good thing. And like, I don't know if people understand, like, I was motivated before this event happened. Like, I was like, wow, I'm, like, seeing hope finally, because I was like, I really got into a really fucking bad depression, because I lost a lot. Like, the last few years I've lost so fucking much. And because, I'm really grateful about, like, I know it sounds weird, but I'm really grateful about my mom passing, because, like, it felt like I needed that to happen in order to let all that fucking, like, shit go, because it's gone now. Like, all that shit that was, like, holding me back and, like, keeping me feel like life is just shit. No, life is not shit. Life is really, at the end of the day, a fucking journey. A fucking journey. And you know what's really funny is, like, when I'm in this, like, survival mode, when I'm in this, like, not knowing what the future is, like, ahead of me, I really get, like, turned on. My mind gets turned on, my frequencies get turned on, and, like, depression for some reason dissipates. Does that make any sense? Does anyone else go through that when, like, shit happens? You're just like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive. It may be because I've been in survival mode most of my fucking life, so survival mode actually makes me feel alive. I don't know what it is, but, like, I feel more alive than I have in a long time right now. So it's like, whoa, like, who knows what the future's gonna hold? You know? I'm just returning the favor. You know what I mean? 1 minute. Okay. I need you, G-Man. Call me. But dude, I'm feeling like all this stuff was meant to happen. Like, all this stuff was meant to happen, and it's meant to help Jason, you know? Sometimes you have to, like, hit rock bottom before you get, like, the treatment and, like, the things you need for, like, your mental health. Sometimes you need to do that. I've hit rock bottom. I've gone to jail. I've gone through that. I've been violent, and you know, people could hate me for that, but it's like, that was my journey, and most people have had, like, some kind of, like, violent episode in their life. It's like, and you know, they don't admit it, but they have. Like, it's just like, you never hit your bro or sister before, you never hit your sibling before, never hit a friend before. But you have. Bet you have. And if you say you didn't, you're probably lying. You know, most people go through those episodes, you know? So it's like, I think people need to be a lot more forgiving over that shit. You know, because it's like, it's not you when you, like, get violent. It's really, like, your emotions taking over, and you go into this fight, flight, like, place in your mind. So it's really like, when you get in that mode, it's really like your survival mode gets switched on. You know, maybe it's imbalanced and because of, like, certain events that happen, but it's still, it clicks on for some reason. So it's like, that's why medication and therapy is important. That's why you learn how to self-soothe. You learn how to cope through, like, heightened emotions. You have to cope through it. You have to cope through it, because if you don't cope through it, violence is going to happen. So, yeah. You know, and to tell you the truth, a lot of people in this world, they know how to cope with those type of emotions, and they know how to, like, have self-control over those emotions. But what if you have a mental disorder? What if you have a mood disorder? Ever put yourself in someone else's shoes? Like, I'm just wondering. Yeah, me too, Amber. Me too. This is for my children's happiness, man. This is for their happiness. This is because they love him too and they miss him too. Like, and they're not little kids, they're teenagers. They know what's going on. So it's like, I just want someone, like, you just don't give up on people you love, period. Because if I was given up on, I wouldn't be here. You know? I wouldn't be here if I was given up on. And I'm here because I wasn't given up on. You know? I'm here because I did have that love and that person by me that, you know, helped give me the strength to move past whatever fucked upness I had, you know? And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I had someone by my side, even though I was an evil fucking skank. You know what I mean? I'm grateful. And I wasn't really evil. It's just like, I felt attacked and I lashed out. And that's why now you don't see me lashing out quite much. You see me more like relaxed and chill, because through therapy I learned not to lash out. I learned that vengeance isn't a good thing. Like, my therapist, he always was like, be like Buddha, Shannon, be like Buddha. And I'm like, bruh, I don't even know how to do that. I got all this rage in me. And I think what it is like, when you're in that like rageful mode, I think what you need to do is just realize, like, this event is happening, it pisses you the fuck off, but like, let it pass, let it move through your body. Like, take the E out of emotion. What is it? Motion. Let it move through your body. It's just that's how you experience life, is through your emotion, and it just like goes through your body, and you just have to allow it to go through your body and just absorb whatever it is, because it's just a moment. It's just a moment. It's not forever. It may feel like forever, but it's not. It's just a moment. Let it dissipate, let it pass, and it feels so good. You know? So, like, I've really learned a lot about myself and how to deal with shit, and, like, I'm, like, all for therapy. I'm all for, like, the positive affirmations and, like, just positive light. And, you know, if someone's trying to bring you into their, like, carnal, negative, like, attitude, just, like, be like, later, dude, I don't got time for your shit. Like, just, like, you can have your low leveled energy there, you know, you can keep it. Like, I don't need it. So, like, that's where I am. That's where I am. Like, I don't need no low-level shit. I don't need no low-leveled energy. I don't need people to tell me what to do with my fucking life, because it's like, I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, you know, I'm calling places, I'm talking to people, I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm praying. I'm meditating. I'm resting. I'm like doing everything I can to cope through this shit, because it's hard as hell to not be with someone who you love so much, and it's hard as hell to want to trust someone who has done something so fucking terrible, you know. But at the same thing, I have to look at myself and be like, girl, you've done stupid shit like that too. So it's like, okay, don't be a hypocrite. Give grace, give mercy, give love energy. You gotta do it like that. That's just how it is. That's just life. That's reality. Like, it's easy for people to go and say, cut someone off and hate them and stuff. It's easy for someone to say when they're not in the person's reality, right? But when it's you, let's see how you react. Let's see how you think. Like, it's nuts, but what it is, you know? And, you know, you know, as soon as he's bailed out, you know, we get him into a treatment facility. We get him like some mental help, you know, take him to the hospital, be like, dude, he needs to have like a few days in here for like treatment to like figure out, you know, all the stupid shit that he's been going on to. Plus it you know, it looks good with his court case of him doing all this stuff to help himself. It does. And I'm not going to talk against him. I'm not, because I understand what it is. Because I have a psychology background. Dealt with people who had violent tendencies because of mental illness. It doesn't make them a bad person. That's just part of them, you know. And even me, I can't be a hypocrite. I know if I'm like pushed too much, there's a chance I could black out and do some damage. I know that about myself, yo. I know that about myself. So it's like, stay happy, stay focused, stay in positive energy, and that shit ain't gonna happen if you stay in the positive energy. If you stay in like the energy of light and love. Like, I'm just like really in that energy. Like, and I think it may be because I've had like a bunch of like protection spells put upon me, a bunch of love spells put upon me, and I want to thank my Wiccans for it, because it is, and my pagans, it is working very well. Thank you so much, my sisters. And then at the same time, I have a bunch of Christians praying for me and putting out that positive energy in me. And I want to thank the Christians for praying for me. Thank you. And then my Muslim brothers and sisters, of course, they're doing that too. So thank you. You know, because like ultimately, let's just be honest, we all worship the same God. We do. Christians, it's like, no, it can't be. It's like, dude, let me show you. In Psalm 123, oh man, I almost like exactly like got that. Like, I just had to flip one page. Okay, let me see. Where is it? No, it's not that one. Which one? I was reading the Bible yesterday. But anyway, I'm not sure where it is. But is it here? Let me see. Go in my thing. I want to like make sure I know exactly where this is. So, like, many people can't do this with the Bible and know where to go or figure it out. Should I Google it? Let me see. Where would it be? Let me see real quick. I'm trying to figure this out, what it is. Okay. So, I'm trying to prove to you that we all worship the same God, okay? Where is that? Like, so. Okay. Is that it? Oh! Okay. So, okay, I was wrong. Way off on that. Okay, so it is Deuteronomy 10:17. Get this. This is gonna trip out the Christians because they don't want to hear this shit, but the pagans, they're gonna love this. The witches, they're gonna love this. The Muslims, they're gonna love this, because to tell you the truth, man, I'll be honest with you. Did you know a lot of witches believe that Jesus Christ was a witch? So because of that, they believe in Jesus Christ. And if you go to John 3:10, it says, you will be saved if you believe in me. So they believe in him, so you're saved. Wild shit, huh? But I'll go to prove that God is the God of all of us, okay? Alright, let's go to Deuteronomy 10. And I'll go to King James for you Christians, so you really get it, so you know I'm not fucking with you with another fucking book, because I know how you guys are. It says, for the Lord your God is God of gods. Did you hear that? Your God is God of gods. That means all those little pagan gods, he's the God of. You're welcome. And Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh a reward. So, he is God of gods. He is the ultimate. He is the creator, the source, however you want to put him. So, stop it with the hatred toward other religions. We're worshiping the same entity. Stop it. And it's ultimately Jesus Christ at the end of the day, because he's fucking awesome. So, you're welcome. So many people are so stuck in their religion that they can't see beyond it. So, I hate religion, I'll just be honest. I'm more of a spiritual person, and always will be, and always has been. And then I got stuck in this stupid relationship where I could only practice fundamentalist Christianity and not practice what I used to, and that would be being spiritual. Now I'm spiritual again. I went back to that who I truly am, and that is a spiritual angelic entity. You know, I let go of all that fucking shit, and I'm happy I let go of that shit. I'm happy I've moved forward in my life. You know, I'm happy, I could go through such terrible things, but yeah, at the same time, be happy, feel relaxed, feel centered. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I feel centered, you know, and, you know, I'm just I'm happy over it. So, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate, you know, and I'm good with that. And I'm I just feel comfortable in my life. And I think I should feel comfortable in my life. I feel content. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But I am by myself, so it's I'm gonna take advantage of this time to rediscover who I am. So it is what it is. And I'm not here's the thing, I'm not taking hating like I used to, which is really fucking cool. I'm just not taking the hating. It's not for me anymore. It's you're gonna try to put hatred on me when I'm a light being. Here. I am a mirror. You can have it back, bro. You can go live in your negativity. I'll just shine more light on you and tell you to do better. Tell you that you can find happiness and joy. You don't have to be miserable, wishing for everyone's destruction. Nah, that's not how we do it. We are in a point of our reality, where we have a direct choice to choose evil or choose good, choose light or choose darkness. Now, a lot of people are choosing darkness now. A lot of people are going down that route. But that's no real power. What it is just putting control over someone. Like, real power is allowing someone to be free and, like, embracing their freedom and being happy for their freedom and allowing them to have their own thoughts and, like, own perspective in life. Like, I just look at humanity now and it's like they're stuck in this depressionary state where they think everything should be negative, and they think that vengeance and hurting someone for bad behavior and trying to get them stuck in like this low consciousness is a way. I'm wondering if it's demonic energy within them. They're probably unaware of it, of the demonic energy within them, where they are in such a low state that their own demons come out and want other people to be in that same frequency of depression. But what if you break through that? What if you evolved from that darkness? What if you like transcended from that? Like, I transcended from that. Like, seriously, I transcended from being a miserable motherfucker who was like absorbing myself in just constant drama. And it lowered my frequencies. It lowered my spirituality. It lowered who I was as a person. You lose yourself when you're in that low frequency of hatred and drama. You lose yourself. And you start being like everyone else, and like, if someone tells you to hate someone, if someone tells you to stay mad at someone, you probably shouldn't listen to that person. You probably shouldn't, because their purpose is to harm you. You know what I mean? So, like, whew, it is what it is, you know. And you know what? I'll be honest. I'm so glad I have G-Man in my life right now, because, you know, he's helping me through this, and, you know, he's being there like a good brother. And, you know, I'm hoping tomorrow, you know, I can get a hug and put my head on his shoulder and get some kind of like physical like comfort. You know, I got my cats. We got Watermelon right now. She's on my bed, sleeping like a pretty little girl. Let me see if I can switch the camera so you can see the pretty little girl. You see her? She's a sleepy baby. Yes, she is. She's a sleepy baby. Yes, your go-goes. Yes, your go-goes. Yes. And she's right there being a cuddly Kit Kats. Watermelon. Watermelon. Hey, here it goes. Watermelon. Watermelon. She's like, don't bother me. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I'm sleeping. Cute girl. So, yeah. I am finding myself back to where I was before all that shit happened. Like, I don't get what happened with my mom and dad dying. I don't get it, like, how that transformed me into, like, letting shit go, but it did. It, like, all that pain is gone. Like, it's gotta be God. It's gotta be God. Like, it's gotta be. Because that pain I had is gone. Like, am I, like, cured? No. But it's gone. And I'm myself. Like, before all that shit happened, and I'm like, whoa, I am Shannon again. I am Shannon again. I'm not that person that was destroyed through all this trauma. I am Shannon again. That sweet light that just wants to love and forgive and love unconditionally. I love that. I love that. I love that. Be a healer. Be a peacemaker. Be an entity of just high frequency. And I'm there now, and I get it, and I want other people to feel the same way as I do. I want to help people and have them, like, pulled out of that, like, darkness that they've been stuck in. Because you guys have been stuck in so much darkness for so long that I think you got addicted to your own darkness. You got addicted to it. And it's been so long that you got used to it. Not only addicted, but you got used to the darkness. You got used to, not being open-minded and closing your mind off and hating a motherfucker just for being their own fucking true and, authentic self. Like, here's the thing. I understand the need to feel validated. I understand that. I like being validated. But there comes a point where you are openly, publicly bashing and shaming people. And I've done it too. I'm not a hypocrite. I've done it too. But this is what I learned through me being a horrible person. Okay? When you do that, you really shut yourself off from opening yourself up from other perspectives in life and allowing life to be life. And I find it really funny that a lot of these people who like to hate are atheists. And atheists are known to be subjective moralists, but yet they act like morality is objective. Because they're like, that's a bad person. Really? But I thought morality was subjective. So how could that person be bad if it's subjective? Didn't think about that philosophy. I don't think you may stand by your philosophy. Maybe you don't think that good and evil, that morality is subjective as much as you want to think it. Maybe you use subjective morality as an excuse to argue with Christians. I don't know. But you for subjective moralists, you sure objectify it. You objectify morality quite frequently. And I think that's another reason why people hate me, is because I'm so fucking smart and I don't think in the box. I'm not a person who follows after the crowd. I make it a point in my life not to follow after the crowd. I make it a point in my life to see a different way, a different perspective, kind of go around the crowd, you know what I mean? Not go in the crowd, go around the crowd, like, Really, it's just that one way? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's never just one way. There's always so many intricacies into something. There's always so many factors within something, and you can't give one punishment for everything that happens, because that's just stupid. Because how are someone's gonna learn if like, no one's gonna learn if you shame someone. Like, seriously, no one's gonna learn that shit. Like, you can't shame someone into learning. It doesn't work. It won't work. Shaming, all it does is put the person down in a low frequency where they want to either harm themselves or harm others. And they either do it through emotional, mental, physical, maybe even spiritual vengeance. I don't know, Molly. I'm waiting for some more phone calls. So, like, I got the bail money. I got it right here, bros. So, I have the money for it. Which is good. But I can't do it. G-Man's gonna do it. So, G-Man's gonna bail Jason out tomorrow. Not me. So, plus he gets to have a long talk with Jason over it, because he needs to talk to him over it. He needs to, because me and G-Man are working together to get him mental health right now. So, that's good. Like, we're not looking at, like, I'm not looking at Jason as my spouse per se right now. I'm looking at Jason as a brother in Christ that's going through fucking something, and he needs his spiritual family, his brothers and sisters in Christ, to help him out. Like, and a lot of people nowadays, they're just so willing to give up on others, so willing to just post hatred and exile someone, and just submerge them in feelings of just despair. Like, nah, not my thing, never been my thing. Like, I'm light, bros. I'm light. And I notice, like, a lot of pagans and witches coming out because they see my light. They see my light. They see the natural, what they perceive as, what they perceive me as, and I see it too. They perceive me as a natural white witch, like they perceive Jesus as a natural white witch. So, you know, to me, I look at those perceptions as not evil, but I look at those perceptions as that's the reality. That's how they look. That's how they feel. You know, so, like, if you say I'm a white witch, okay, cool. I'm a spiritual white witch, cool. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that label. You know, I'm fine with the label of I guess, being a believer in Christ. I'm fine in that label, you know. I'm fine in the label of even you could say I'm New Age in a way. Like, I don't care what people perceive me as, what they want to label me as, because it's like, what I am is a totally, like, out of the box creature that's mere purpose in this world was to tell people that Jesus Christ is coming, and we have a hell of a party that we're going to be going to soon. We got a dinner we're going to be going through to, like, a hell of a dinner, amazing supper, amazing feast, and we got to get ourselves, like, spiritually, like, in tune with the Christ consciousness, so when he returns, either, I'm thinking probably on a spaceship, And that's why, like, all the fucking evil governments of the world are, like, all fucking paranoid with the fucking UFOs right now, because what they're seeing is angels, and they're seeing Jesus returning, and they don't know what the fuck to do. They're fucking scared about that shit. Because, see, they know their time is short. And I'm just fucking laughing at that shit, because it's like, dudes, you could be fighting this, or you could just go with it. Like, why are you fighting Jesus Christ's return? Why? You want to keep your power? Why? You'll go to heaven. You'll be on the new earth, and you won't feel sadness, or you won't feel tears. You'll be happy. You'll be in bliss. And then there's some people out there that think being in bliss forever would get boring, and I'm like, you're in bliss. Why would you be bored? What's going on with me? Well, I got the bail money. G-Man's gonna get him out of jail tomorrow. We're gonna put him in a treatment center. And, yeah. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And me, I am really getting in tuned in my spirituality, like, back before all that fucking shit happened. Like, I'm getting back to being Shannon, like the true, authentic, like me. So, I'm happy about that. How are you, Mr. Dark Guyver, you gorgeous, gorgeous man? Oh, do we have a question here? I'm not answering that question. Why do you care? They're doing their own thing. Sounds solid to me. Yeah, right? 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 I still have my bonding braids. So, I'm bonded. Spiritually in tune. You can, like, call these my fucking antennas. But I'm going to manifest this stuff, about all this stuff happening. I'm going to manifest positivity. I'm going to manifest greatness to my Twitch channel so I can make a decent amount of money for my children. Because I'm going to be single for quite a while. I'm going to be without a man for quite a while. So it's like, I got to work on myself a little bit, you know? Chilling like a villain. How was your fucking hot dogs? That's the most important question. How was those fucking hot dogs? Because those look delicious, or sounded delicious. I'm getting fucking hungry, I'll be honest with you. I'm getting hungry. So I might send my oldest down to the store to, like, get us some, like, foods. So, like, while I'm here waiting on phone calls and doing my business. But yeah, I'm like, Dark Guyver, I'm feeling so spiritually aware right now. Like, I'm really, like, in tuned in the spirit, really in tuned in, like, the earth frequencies. I know you understand that, but I am, and it's amazing feeling, being in tuned in that. Like, I'm thinking maybe, like, if alien hybridization is true, and I'm thinking it probably is, that most likely I'm Pleiadian. I'm a Pleiadian with a Pleiadian spirit, and I'm really thinking that I have that Pleiadian in me. So, like, the Irish, for instance, they have stories of the star people coming down and helping us. They have stories about that, like, and so do the natives. They have stories about that too. So it's like everyone's like denying these like alien beings. They're denying all this different stuff, and like, but ancient history talks about all this shit. Like, they call it myths, but it's like, isn't myths if what we're seeing now is what they saw then? Right. Like, I can't go and dismiss something a myth if a bunch of people see it and seen it back in the past and talked about it, like the Great Flood, for instance. A lot of people say the Great Flood didn't happen, but obviously it did happen, since, you know, all ancient cultures fucking talk about that shit. Like, people survived. I don't think it was just Noah that survived, you know, because it says in Genesis 6 that the Nephilim was there after the flood, so whatever. But, like, I'm probably part Nephilim too. There's a part of the Native American history where they talk about the 6-finger and 6-toed people. Now, you're like, Shannon, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, here's the thing. My dad was born with 6 fucking toes. Not lying. So he has that, like, Nephilim genetics. Just saying. I would explain why I'm so fucking tall. You know? It would. So, like, I'm just, like, I don't know where I'm going in life, you know? But I'm ready for the journey. I'm ready to discover it. I'm ready to discover me. Most importantly, is me. You know, I'm like, and you know, my kids, they already know who they are, which is awesome. Like, Zachary's like, my biggest talent is music, so he does his music thing. My oldest, he's like, my biggest talent is game development, and he gets paid for making games. So it's like, I'm proud of my boys. I'm proud that my son is 15 years old and he gets paid making fucking games. Like, what? Yeah, my son does that. So, you know, I'm proud of him for that stuff, that game development, because his, like, he's so fucking talented, and Zachary's so talented. My kids are fucking talented, and I'm glad that I have one of my kids are, like, musically talented, to tell you the truth, because, like me, I'm a singer, so it's like, yas. I always have a tune in my head that I make up. Like, if I could, like, transform my tunes into actual music, I could be rich. But I'm not quite sure how to exercise that. I probably need to take some college classes or something, or college courses for that. But yeah, I am doing just fine now. Poor little Jason, all isolated and shit. It's like, dude, he's so messed up. Like, I don't think he's ever gonna mess up ever again after this shit, because it is a hard lesson for him to take. But, you know, God told him not to touch his anointed, and you touched his fucking anointed. So, like, you get what you fucking deserve, but at the same time, like Jesus, you're gonna get grace and mercy and freedom. Because that's what Jesus does. And since I want to try to bring Christ onto this earth and get the Christ consciousness between everyone together and get them ready for his coming, yeah, I'm gonna have to do what Jesus does. And if people get mad at me for doing what Jesus does, well, you know what? What does that say about you? Are you happy that the devil does his work? Like, if you were in someone else's shoes, you would wish you had grace and mercy. If you were in those shoes, you wish you had grace and mercy. You wish you'd have someone have your back. You wouldn't want to be ostracized and put aside and told that you're an awful person forever and ever and ever. That's what cowards do. That's what weak-minded people do. And that's what people do who are in constant state of fear. With love, you can't have fear. You have to have courage. You have to be willing to face the hardships. You have to be willing to go through hardships for love, too. And it's worth it. At the end, it's worth it. Because, I don't know, I kind of want an A on my report card with God, so... I'll be honest, I don't want to do a shitty person thing and, like, get a D. You know what I mean? If I did the shitty person thing, I would have gotten a D from JC. And I don't want to get a D from JC. I want to get that A freaking plus. I want to be able to get into heaven and the first thing I hear is welcome home, my true and faithful servant. Like, yes, I made it. You know, it says in the Bible to store your riches in heaven, not on earth. So that's what I'm doing. I'm storing my riches in heaven. I'm making up for, you know, the bad karma I've done in life, and giving out good karma, and returning favors, and loving people, you know, showing strength in people, showing strength within myself, and loving myself at the same time, man. It's all about balance at the end of the day. It's all about, like, trying to find, like, the best thing. Not maybe not the right thing, but, like, I'd rather have the best thing instead of just the right thing, because there's so many, like, avenues where it's the right thing. But is it the best thing? Does it help everyone, or does it just help yourself? There it is. There it is. There it is at the end of the day. You know? So that's where I am in life. That's where I'm gonna be in life. So, like, yeah. Tomorrow, Jason will be bailed out. Am I gonna see him? I don't know. Maybe. But at least he can get the mental health he needs instead of being trapped in a place where he's not getting help. Like, he's gotta be in a state of hell right now in his mind. I couldn't imagine that. That sounds awful. To be in a state of hell. Beating yourself up over and over again. Not knowing if people fucking care about you. Nah. I can't do that to someone. I can't do that to someone and make them feel like they're not cared for. Not my way, not my frequency. You know? I've been plastered as evil for so fucking long. So fucking long. I've been plastered fucking evil, and it's like, all I want to do is good. All I want to do is help people. All I want to do is love people. That's all I want to do. I want to love people. I want them happy. I want them solid. You know what I mean? I know I'm doing the right thing. And it's just not by me. You know? But I'm excited to see where the future takes me. But I'm taking things one day at a time. I'm taking it at one step at a time, one day at a time. And I'm proud of myself for that. I really am. So I'm going to let you guys go. Nothing happened on the 4th. Stop listening to idiots. Like, you could easily check it out yourself and notice that these fuckers are lying. So, I'm just saying. So, peace and Maranatha. Don't listen to anyone else what's going on in my life but me, because they don't know. They wish they knew, and all you're gonna hear is speculations and dumbass lies. And no, it wasn't. Bye. Don't lie. Don't lie. Please don't fucking lie. So you're off my channel for that. Like I said, don't believe the idiots on the internet about this shit. Come to me, because I actually know the truth. They just like to make shit up. So, peace and Maranatha. I love you guys. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna rock this shit. I'm gonna rock this shit. Later.